We now have Srikanta Dash sharing his thoughts on career progression for technical writers. Srikanta is a Senior Tech Pubs Manager with Unisys, Bangalore.
Thank you. The post-lunch sessions are always boring, so I know that it is difficult to keep everyone engaging and also. First of all, I would like to thank Radip and Blue Dot Consultancy for having this event. I think this is the first kind of event which I have heard and I am attending. So I am privileged and honored to speak to this audience. So thank you, Radip, and thanks to Blue Dot Consultancy. So I started my career way back in 1999 as a tech writer. So at that point of time, I was searching for a good definition of what technical writers are supposed to do or what I am supposed to do. So and what actually we find today is we have a lot of information and we can find anytime what a technical writer is supposed to do, what are the skills that person needs to have. But at that time, internet, if you have internet, it was a privilege if you work in an organization. So it was, very controlled and also it was very expensive if you want to afford it at your place. So now, it's not only that we talk about a better definition of technical writing or the scope, but the industry has matured so much that we are looking for progression. I mean, career progression, how one can progress. And the other thing also, the world, what I have seen in 1999 and what I see now, a lot of technological transformation that has happened and which has impacted our lives. And now technology is consumed. It's consumed by its users. So there are a lot of transformation that has happened since then. And the world we live today is VUCA. That's a term which is used today. VU in the CA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And in this world, if we want to mark an impression for ourselves. So the only thing is we need to demonstrate values. So the growth to me is constantly give values and also always have a sense of accomplishment in whatever we do. So I was going through one of the training in earlier and the trainer was speaking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So Abraham Maslow, who is a American psychologist. She started with a beautiful concept and which she has depicted in a pyramid format. So it starts with something physiological, which is at the bottom of the pyramid, and then it goes to safety in the second level of that pyramid and goes to belongingness and the love. So that's in the third. Then it comes to esteem and the fourth, and then it's self-actualization or transcendence. So it's a beautiful concept which actually really made me think through a lot of things. So when we start with something, it's very important that it's physiologically it's do with food, shelter, and how we maintain our physiology to survive. So that's the first thing anyone would need at the beginning. And the second level, when we move into, we try to have safety. So that we need to be safe because we need to survive, right? And then the third thing starts with the love and belongings, which is more social, that we need to be socially accepted, socially respected by the people who we meet every day and we interact and the neighborhood that we live in. And then it goes to esteem, that we try to have some kind of respect. So whatever we do and how we conduct ourselves. So all these things, it brings us the esteem part. And the actual thing which actually gives us immense satisfaction is the self-actualization. That the self transcendence. So that is the phase, I think, that can be acquired in anything that you do if we are self-motivated or we are very passionate about. So I think that's the key thing that all of us we need to carry in mind, that what is the stage that where we can have a relation of self-actualization or transcendence, self-transcendence. So that's the thing to me. That's what the growth that means. And I'll just bring in some of the things, anecdotes. When I started as a tech writer in a company in 1990 in Delhi. So every other day we used to receive chocolates from somebody returned from the US, Australia, Switzerland, and that person happened to be an engineer. So then I and my friend, we used to discuss here, हम कितने दिन तक ऐसे chocolates खाएंगे engineer से. So that made us that, like someone, I think Sandhya or Kiran was saying, that we need to have a self-goal for ourselves. So we had a self-goal that within 1 year, how we can go, and we can bring in chocolates, give to engineers. So that's the only goal we both had, and we both worked in the same company, and we got a chance to go to Sydney. Of course, it's a dream place for both of us. So we stayed there for 4 months, okay? And whatever we want, we spend more than that. So that's actually, that's the self goal, and the satisfaction that we got out of our trip. Actually, it gives a lot of motivation that what we found in Australia at the time is totally different in India, because the perception in India at the time the company was working is, oh, you guys are doing some copy-paste job, right? How much time you take, you just type this and all. So that's the kind of perception. So, but when you went to Australia, you worked with the people there and some of the technical communicators in that company. So we found that they are very respected here, because not only they are bringing value to the writing and all, but they know the business so well. And a lot of the SMEs and the senior architects, and we noticed that they are talking to them and they're inviting them to all the meetings and all. So that actually infused a lot of confidence. And that, okay, this is a great thing. I think that's probably in India, the situation is different. And maybe things will change in India as well. So that is one of the key motivation, which brought me to stick to this field. And then we came back and distributed chocolates. We told that we went there. And the next time when we were to the next country. So what happened, we got also, in next 6 months, we got an opportunity to go to the US. And that was again a fabulous time we had in the US. So. And then, we never looked back. Personally, I never looked back. And so it has been really, exciting to be a part of this entire journey. And now a lot of things are happening in this space, in the communication, what we witnessed at the time and what we have now. So I gave a presentation in the previous STC regional conference, where I spoke about the technical writing trends, so how the future is shaping up for us. So, and we are dealing with mostly the consumers of our products, mainly the information deliverables, whatever we are coming up with. So it will be, mainly consumed by the millennials or the digital natives or the digital residents, so who are born in the 80s or afterwards. So, and that lot is very impatient. So they don't have the time, to read through manuals or to do an extensive search to find some information that they need. And that lot is really, really impatient. So the biggest challenge what we have is how to cater to the needs of the millennials, because they are looking for on-demand information. So I am here and I am with this device. So can I find the information what I want? So those are the kind of challenges which are emerging to cater those needs. So it's very difficult. It's going to be an excellent time for the consumers of the information, but it's going to be an extremely difficult time for the producers of the information. So therefore, I think we need to, whatever we do, we need to keep in mind that we learn what is happening, what is coming up in the future. At the same time, we see that how the information deliverables what I produce can be easily consumed and can be easily digested by its intended audience. So that is something. And as far as the pattern that I see during the whole journey, and the people actually who are more respected, or I mean, I've seen that also they are growing only when they become an expert in certain things. So there is a concept which I'd like to bring in, is a T-shaped writer or a pie-shaped writer. So I would refer to that a T-shaped writer is the vertical line of the letter T. I would say that somebody who carries the depth knowledge of a particular domain. So if it could be a technology domain like storage, networking, or communication, or maybe a solid understanding of information architecture, anything. So we need to have a very good, a deep expertise on that. And yes, of course, I mean we have inherited the skills of a writer, which is our bread and butter. And the horizontal line should be we are knowledgeable on the other aspects. So the horizontal line of the letter T. So therefore, we need to have as a part of our next growth wherever we are now to be a T-shaped writer and then move to become a pie-shaped writer. When I say pie, it will be the two vertical bars with one horizontal bar above that. So try to gain expertise in two areas, and then again maintain that horizontal line to have an understanding of the rest of the things, so that not only we are bringing more value to the organization, to our clients, to our consumers, and also we get a very good level of self-satisfaction. I had expertise in one area, now I expanded another area. So that gives actually a different kind of satisfaction level. So maybe then after that I would coin another term, the tri-shaped writer, three vertical lines and again one horizontal line. So yeah, as long as we can learn more things, that is going to be really good. Again, as far as the organization I work for, it is Unisys India Private Limited, and when I joined, so we have two writers in the team, and I grew the team to 37. So we had, we added 34 more technical writing communication professionals. So then we tried to create specializations like, technical editing, technical illustration, and instruction designing, and video developers, all sorts of, specializations that, we wanted to create. Because we realized that over a period of time, we need to give more value to the stakeholders. So that is something. And then for the last 5 years, we have been focusing more on innovation. So we have filed 2 patents from the team where the writers, we give them, that come out with the different modes of information delivery. So we have now something we see, more in many of the places, the QR codes. So that's a beautiful way of providing information. So in our data centers, we had some challenges that, what are the components of the data center and how can we provide an expert. So we came out the concept of, the QR codes, and we tried together in analytics. So how our information is being consumed by the intended audience. So what is their preference, what they look for mostly, and why they come to a certain piece. So all these things, and also we try to improve on the installation, how we can make our the life of our field technicians simpler by providing the right kind of deliverables. So anything which is ready reference for the experienced field technicians, anything something which is in extensive document for the beginners. So those kind of things actually what we started. And also that we have witnessed that some of our people, they move as writers, they became senior writers, they became information architects, and now they are working with some of the VPs directly, they're reporting. So they are part of my team. So I'm glad that we created such opportunities for them. So they are, recently one of our information architects. So there was an opportunity to support our VP of strategic initiatives and innovation. So he wanted somebody that who can create the right kind of collaterals, who can articulate the kind of strategic initiatives that we are bringing in. So then we have something called as internal job posting. So the information architect applied, and she was fortunate to get that opportunity. Now she's reporting into the VP directly on that. So it's an amazing opportunity for her to get into that role. And likewise, we have also some writers who have moved from writers to senior writer, lead writer, and now they're working as managers. And I have seen some of my colleagues also who have changed tracks, and they are also into program management, they're into knowledge management, and they're doing multiple things. So as a technical writer, we have a great opportunity to interact with multiple stakeholders in an organization's ecosystem or the product ecosystem. So we have better insights and better visibility. So therefore, I think this field is going to be very, very exciting only if we are equipping ourselves with more knowledge, more skills, and we know that how to give more value to our clients and all. So, and as far as the organization is concerned, we continually hire people, and currently also we are hiring. So we have multiple open positions. So if anyone is interested, can get in touch with Radip. So he will have my details, and definitely would like to talk to those people. So thank you, and once again, thanks everyone, and thanks Radip for the opportunity. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Srikant. So we have another person who was supposed to leave a bit early. So we'll announce the